to sit. Can I ask you what your observations have been, whether you were present in the riot for the 4-day sitting, and what your observations have been?
I was on quarantine for close contact, okay? So I watched through TV, but I don't have the full, I was watching it online, okay? So what I saw is just a shouting match. There's not one single opposition leader stand up there to say that we've reviewed all the programs. We have reviewed all
Well, what were your observations then, YB? What were your observations about the PM?
No?
Okay, all right. Then what were your observations if you were watching? Where do you stand when it comes to the revocation of the emergency ordinances? Do you stand behind the Prime Minister's office statement, and do you believe that the AGONG was wrong on the ordinance revocation?
I have the privilege to be in the cabinet, and I understand how the process that it goes. And it was done step by step, and it was done accordingly. And whatever it is, it is a constitutional monarchy where you have to get the advice from the cabinet and the Prime Minister in anything that you want to do. But I was very upset. It should be always, if there's anything that they are not clear, they should always call the Prime Minister to office. I wish Prime Minister did this every once a week before the cabinet to brief and what's happening, and that can be clarified.
YB, Zuraida, are you saying the monarch was wrong? Are you saying the monarch was wrong in his interpretation of the Constitution? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying they are not wrong, but the way that they have done, they're not.
You can't be both right.
They're not wrong. No.
The PN government and Takyuddin cannot be right and the monarch right at the same time.
I will be misled if I don't say it properly. So let me say it properly, okay? So the ordinance cannot be in order with the Constitution. And the practice of how it's being conducted has been in accordance, where the Prime Minister meet up with the King and present to him. And the King supposedly to be listening to what is being recommended by the Cabinet. Yeah. So then we have to listen to this, and we have to come to a discussion and engagement. And there shouldn't be any kind of a public statement which is I think it's not that proper in this constitutional monarchy system.
So, Zuraida, you're saying that the monarch was not proper in expressing his feelings about what he felt was the misrepresentation made by the law minister in Parliament, suggesting that he in fact agreed to the revocation. Are you saying the monarch misrepresented the facts?
That is being presented by the Ministry of Law. If they would have listened carefully of what is being said word by word, he has said nothing wrong with regards to the ordinance. He said that the Cabinet has revoked the ordinance on the 21st of July. That was the Cabinet decision. Yeah, so there's nothing.
But the revocation doesn't go through without the monarch's agreement.
No, that ordinance you have to present to the monarch, and the monarch
revocation does not agree. It's not legal until the monarch agrees.
If the legal advisor of the monarch is very much careful and in interpretation, he knows that if the monarch didn't agree, so in 30 days' time the thing will be resolved, or it will be taken 6 months down the road. So this is a very wasting time to argue on this, where we know that very well it will end up to something that is up to the government, is up to the cabinet to decide, and the monarch has to listen and sort of, if he need the clarification, we will clarify to him to his satisfaction. So that should be the way.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Zuraida.
Thank you very much.
Minister, yes, we are. Thank you for your time. That was Minister of Housing and Local Government. We're going to take a quick break here and consider this, but stay tuned. We'll be right back.